but it is also factually correct that they are incentivizing staying awake and getting your cards stamped every hour. Really, this is a competition about who's the best at power naps. Right, what are we going to talk about? Should we talk about the silly 24-hour competition? Should we do that? No, it's not even. Should we talk about the silly 33-hour competition? Seems very silly. Dwayne Johnson, the thick of it sauce. Yeah. This is thick of it sauce. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it has happened. That I accidentally made a meme sauce. Like it just happened to happen. I've been sitting on this name since like May. Anyway, look at this guy, Fernando Saez Lazaro. If you're crazy like us, can I tell you what is the most offensive thing about this competition for me? Is this egregious use of the word crazy. If you're crazy like us, come to the first 33-hour competition. Now, why am I talking about this? Because this is not the first time we've seen this competition. And as Parker here in the comments, this is a post on Cubic's Friends, the Facebook page, by the way, on Cubic's Friends. Parker here, top contributor, well done, proud of you. Says, wasn't this removed recently? And then Fernando, the original poster, says, we made the changes proposed by the WCA and WCAT, and now it's official. I'm pretty sure that the WCAT in their updates, gosh, I'm not sure where to find that again. If anyone can link me to that or let me know where that part of the announcement was made. It was in a review of it was in the news at WCA recently. I remember WIC Digest. See all announcements. There was like a, what do they call it when they do a bunch of changes at the same time? Call for applicants, members meeting, digest. Was it this one? Let's have a look at that. I think it might have been in here. Let's look for hours. Nope, it's not in there. Should we search the site for 16 hours? Sorry, everyone. We're getting deep into the search bar already. 16 hours. What was it? Paul Cargill. I know you from the comments. Hello, Paul. Glad you could make it live today. So anyway, what we're saying is this person's done a 33-hour competition, okay? Apparently, it is legit according to the WCA. The first one wasn't. For relatively good reason. I think it's potentially because they were like proposing to give out energy drinks to kids, but they've made a sort of, they've gone back on that a little bit. So anyway, let's look at the actual comp itself, and we'll go through it, all right? Because it's very interesting, everyone. Very interesting, okay? So this is called the Cuarto Aldea 33. I can't remember how to count in Spanish. Is it 33 or is that just for one? 33 Horas Ruleta Open 2024. I don't know how to say 2024 in Spanish, and I'm not gonna. There's an English little translation of the caveat here. This is not a usual competition. Please read the Importante tab to know all the relevant information about the competition. AES members are gonna have a discount. That's nice, isn't it? I'm assuming that's Asociación Rubik's with an E. Oh no, Espanol. Rubik's with an S. I don't know what AES is. Sorry, but it says please read the Importante tab to know what's going on. So here we go. Let's do it, shall we? And let's go to... I'm not reading the whole Spanish version because that's, you know, just not very respectful at all. So here we go. English. We assume that if you are registered, you are aware of the type of competition you are in and assume that you will be required to compete and perform tasks at unusual times. In this tab, we will detail the differentiating aspects of this competition compared to normal competitions. Max is saying the announcement was on the WCA GitHub. Okay, if you can link me that would be so helpful. And you can ping me a message on Discord or just dump it in here. I'm just checking for any messages that I haven't responded to on Discord. Okay, so if anyone can find that link to the GitHub part where they say Isabel announcement was on the forum as well. I feel like I saw it on the forum. If you can let me know. If you can find it, let me know. So we will compete for 33 hours straight. No breaks except for eating. In the schedule, there will be no sleep breaks, although each person is free to decide when to do so. As for lunch, there will be short breaks for it. Thus, anyone can leave the venue and return at any time if they want to take a break or sleep or eat. A sleeping area will be set up in the competition venue, taking into account that there will be general noise and each competitor should bring their own sleeping bag, mat, or whatever they need to sleep or rest. In case we go early during the competition, various unofficial events will be held, which would be decided by another unofficial roulette. More information in the unofficial events tab. Lunch. Since the time for lunch breaks is quite short, competitors will have to anticipate their need. To this end, the organisation team has proposed delivery of drinks and food, which would be delivered during registration. Each competitor will be given a bag with 1. Energy drinks, if desired, and 2 adults. Okay, I concede that it looks like a change has been made there, because I don't think that disclaimer about it being adults only was in there first time. 2, up to a maximum of 4 sandwiches. Lovely. 2 large water bottles. Stay hydrated, everyone. If you want to have this possibility, you simply have to fill out the form before the 20th of November. In case of running out of time, meal times will be used to make up for the lost time. Okay, so meal breaks are like, you know, sacrificial. Stamps. I think this is the part that makes me a little bit itchy, right? To keep track of how many hours you have spent in the competition, we will offer each competitor a cardboard on which they can mark stamps. Sure, like a stamp card, sure. Every hour, there will be a short break to mark a stamp on the cardboard of everyone who is at the competition venue. Every hour, there will be a short... I just said that. A small gift will be given to anyone who manages to finish the competition with a complete stamp card. So yeah, sure. They have incentivized staying up for the whole round. There's a schedule... There is a schedule, but also they're going to roulette things. So that's interesting, isn't it? I thought it said in the Importante that there was going to be... Oh, here we go. In case we go early during the competition. Oh no, they're deciding unofficial events via the roulette. So that is to say that there is going to be a schedule potentially. Well, there is going to be a schedule. It's written and it's been accepted by the WCA, so that's fine. So, two kind of camps here, right? There are people who are saying, just let us have fun. Just let us stay up. If people want to do it, they can do it. Nobody's forced to do it. And I get that. There are other people on the other side going, this is real. This is dumb. Why are we doing this? Chris Mills in the chat. That is the main thing they have changed. Is that energy drinks part or the roulette part? Is it the fact that they had no schedule before? Here we go. Yeah, Chris in the chat. It used to be roulette for the whole schedule. But Chris, there was an update recently. There was an announcement, or it was on the WCA forum or somewhere, where the WCA were very specific and they said they wouldn't have comp days more than 16 hours. Unless I'm losing my mind. Unless I'm losing my mind. Let's go latest. Aren't they encouraging unhealthy sleep? Well, yeah, they are. But arguably, university deadlines do that. I've never messed with my sleep so much as when there's been university deadlines. It's a long time ago now. Okay, Chris is saying that the 16-hour things was a suggested planned change and not yet in effect. Okay, so by adjusting the schedule, by setting a schedule and saying we'll do the roulette if we have extra time, they have made it legal. Okay, I think I'm with you there. So, what are we thinking then? There's two camps. There's two camps or two schools of thought here. Generally, I'm kind of in them both because you can think two things at the same time. Maybe we need a poll. Hey, hold on, Mango. Mango's saying I understand the appeal of a comp with long hours, but they shouldn't encourage sleep deprivation. I realize that comps like this aren't super common, but we need to be proactive and prevent issues before they happen. I hear you, but didn't Speedcube Shop sponsor a comp just recently that had, like, you know, a clock record at 2 a.m? Was that not one of those? Was that a 24-hour one? Is that what it was? I suppose my issue is, like, right, so on one side, yeah, on one camp, just let people do what they want. Like, if this is for adults, or like people over 18, maybe people over 16, I don't know what constitutes an adult legally speaking in Spain. I don't know. I've never lived there. I don't live there. If you're, I guess, an adult who's able to make their own decisions, you can go ahead and do it. Sure. You're not hurting anyone. It's not really hurting anyone, is it? I don't know. I mean, it's literally hurting people by depriving them of sleep. I think the problem with the first way round, with the schedule being so fluid and the lack of sleep, that is literally forcing people into a state of stress, which isn't particularly healthy and isn't something we want to encourage. The way it is now, the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, actually, I don't have nearly as much of a problem with it. I think it should be for adults only. Whatever adult means in Spain. Kane is saying 18. Sure. How many competitors are there? How many people are going to do this? Let's just have a look and see how popular is this thing? How big's it going to be? Okay. 36 people. 0 first timers. That makes sense. This isn't your first comp. The Chosen Cuber, let's be real, we've all pulled an all-nighter. Why not do it with a cube comp? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Whoa, Jesus is going. Oh, and his mate Jesus. Cool. If you get in trouble, pick a Jesus. I guess. So yeah, people are going. I wouldn't do it at my age, honestly. Not at my age. But yeah, I think all things considered, just the way I'm feeling right now, I don't have nearly as much of a problem with this version as I did with the previous version where the whole schedule was on a roulette. I don't have a problem with it, I don't think. You know? And I think that might be the end of my cool story on that one, everyone. I think it's back. The Big Dumb 33-hour comp is back, but they have changed it. They have a schedule now. Awesome. What are the unofficial events? Last thing we'll look at. What are the unofficial events that they are proposing? Categorías no oficiales. Spanish is cool. Team blind. Pen stop is to correctly put the cap of a pen from the open state to the closed state. Okay, straight up. I see a problem with this. Bring a first aid kit, because someone is going to stab themselves. That I am calling it right now. Someone's getting an accidental tattoo at this event. Chrono stop 1 second. In this event, the competitor has to time the time they spent to stop a stopwatch at exactly 1 second. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I mean, it's dumb, but it's cute. Relay. Several different cubes from official events, one after the other, as fast as possible. Puzzles will be decided at the comp. Competitor will have all the cubes scrambled. Okay. So it's a solo relay, a cube relay. Okay, sure. The event form, a mean of 3. That's a lot of solving. FTO. Let's go. FTO for WCA. And Killaminx. Whatever. Baby Megaminx. Sure. So there we go. Okay, in the chat, what's happening? Mango, for clarifications, it was a 24-hour comp. I didn't like the incentive to stay awake then, and I still don't know. Oh, that's true. There's the incentivized staying awake. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Again, I don't feel, if it's adults, I don't care. But if it's kids, then their parents, surely the parents would be taking them home, right? Like, they'd be like, nah, you're right. You're done, Timmy. Come on, let's go. Mango, as long as you know your limits and you're responsible, by all means, go and enjoy the comp. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much what I'm saying as well. If you're able to do that stuff, if you're able to judge your limits and all that. You know what I mean? Non-stop, it is the competitor's choice if they want to stay awake. That is factually correct, but it is also factually correct that they are incentivizing staying awake and getting your cards stamped every hour. Really, this is a competition about who's the best at power naps, right? That's what this is. Let's move on. Cubing Pizza, this is valid. Whoever chose 7x7 and blind for first round is a menace. And yeah, how are some people doing every event? Well, they're going to plan to stay awake. I think I have flipped from where I was the first time this came round. This is a better version of this comp. Would I go personally? Nah, hell no. Hell no, but go nuts. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more. I stream once a week and I release videos pretty much every day. Also use code CUBECAST to save 5% at speedcubeshop.com, Cubing Life Academy, speedcube.nz, lastlayercubing.com. Have fun, solve cubes, and I'll catch you in the next one.